Hey, what's up, guys? Leaf here, coach of the Latchkey Kids. We are here with Mr. Elusive himself. Please introduce yourself, my man.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Rollo here, coach of the Westside Weezings, hanging out with my boy Leaf. About to answer some hard-hitting questions.
We're gonna hit home today.
Nothing I'm sweating. Your boy's with it.
Tear jerkers. So until division split, so that's why we're calling you Mr. Elusive, because until division split, most of us had absolutely no idea you were going to be part of the draft. My dumbass saw your logo over and over again while setting up all these layouts, while doing everything I needed to do, and I was never like, hey, that's Rollo's team.
I wasn't gonna honestly play. And then I saw the format itself. I was like, all right, I don't have to deal with Dan and his glass trier. I don't have to deal with Rhett and Tapu Fini. I just don't have to deal with Ruby in general. And then you'll put me in Johto with Ruby in general. But no, I was about 95% sure I wasn't going to play this season. I wanted to break all that, Diamond and Pearl coming out, wanted to play with my kid, do the whole playthrough, his first main series game, but y'all hook, line, and sinkered me, guys. I tell you what, shout out to the admin team, that season 3 trailer reveal.
It was minty fresh. That was before I was brought on board. That was minty fresh.
No.
So how close to the draft did you decide I'm playing?
Oh, dog, I think it was like a week after the season 3 trailer dropped. I messaged Rhett. I was like, hey, let me get in there. It's like, all right, man. I was like, but I want you to keep it a secret. So I think it was me, Rhett, Theo, Curry. I know Krabby and Raz were well aware because those are my boys. I told them well before. I was like, hey, guys, I'm playing. It is what it is. But I think we kept everybody else in the dark up until the live stream, which was fun, Yeah. It was just that kind of, I was sitting in the background like, you guys are really falling for this. Oh, Rollo's so bummed that he's not going to be drafted and kind of crap.
I'm sorry that you missed the first half because you missed my reaction. I was like, wait, I thought I did something wrong. Theo was like, wait, is Westside Weezings supposed to be on this list? And I was like, wait, I made a mistake. Theo was like, that's Rollo's team.
Hey, man, I couldn't give up. You guys, well, the VBA was the first ever draft league I ever drafted in. So I got good connections here, season 1 coming out, get my butt whooped by you, my very first draft match ever in my life. So I still owe you a tag back for that. I still owe you.
I'll have to see if I can find you in playoffs. It's not looking too great for me so far, but I'll see if
I just got rolled by Wakeman, so it ain't look. I mean, I'm sitting at 1-1 pretty right now. It's still super early, but that was not a good showing from your boy.
I had probably the most fun match I've had in a long time with my week 2 Curry, but damn, I need to get a win. I need to get a dub somewhere.
I feel you, man.
So I'm just thinking because the first time I talked about draft, I think it was when you were in GLDL, right? You took someone's spot, or?
No, so my very first draft was the VBA season 1, and then from there it was season 2, and then GLDL, and that was enjoyable. And then now I'm back for season 3. I've been doing a couple side drafts and all that, showdown ones, but nothing that's worth mentioning. They're just kind of drafts compared to the real guys.
Yeah, because I remember talking to you because me and you picked up me and my girlfriend up from the airport, and we were just talking draft the entire way home, and you were like, yeah, no, man, I don't think I'm gonna play. I'm gonna take a break. I'm kind of done with Pokemon for a little bit. Brilliant Diamond's coming out, and then I gave you my 2 cents about Brilliant Diamond, and you're like, nah, I gotta play with the kid. I gotta take time. But we're glad you made it. We're glad you made it. I have to see you. Even if I don't see you in playoffs, we'll take our teams and we'll do a match.
Hey, man, I'm here for it. I'm pretty proud of the team I got this season, but I'm also up to Rollo shit where I'm just using all my trades in the first 3 weeks. So it's like, whatever.
So you definitely have a trade plan for the first 3 weeks?
Oh yeah, I'm assuming this is coming out well after, well, actually midnight tonight. So yeah, no, I'm going Galarian Lanoon up to Surfetched for the last trade, and we bring in Mr. Strong Leak Boy. See what
Nice.
happens.
Yeah, I'm thinking about dropping this either Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, perfect.
Whichever day that we don't drop the Sports Center.
Seems good to me.
But yeah, you're a super good player. We love to see it. So how do you feel about your division? Like, how do you like? Have you played against a lot of those dudes? Are they all like new to you? Like, how do you feel about the div as a whole?
So, let's just get one thing out there. Johto division is stacked, dog. I mean, I got a good couple buddies of mine. I got Raz in there. I got Rhett. I got Ruby. I got Wakeman. And then there's some of the VDL guys that I've never met before. We got another couple new faces around. And as a whole, dog, I've been watching matches and looking at recaps, looking at pastes, and this ain't no slackers division. I'm sweating real hard this season, I tell you that. It's exciting. It's exciting.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling the excitement side of it instead of the, damn, I shouldn't have joined this season. I wanted a chill time.
I was thinking about that at first, and then I saw Dan Stout Gaming to Kanto, and I was like, all right, everything's fine. No longer a problem. I don't have to deal with him, you know. I can message him and be like, hey, you're in Kanto. Stay in your lane, you know. Stay the hell out of my lane, stay in your lane.
I mean, you're going to see him in playoffs. It's inevitable. So...
Nah, y'all are going to start rolling, homie.
No, I think I got the privilege to see your game one. I did see that match. I was at work. I had it on mute.
Yeah.
We took the kids on a hike, and on the van ride that we were transporting to the location, I had you up. But I did miss the second match because I was with my girlfriend doing stuff.
Yeah.
So with the Johto division being so stacked as it is, I must think a lot of prep has been going into both of your weeks.
Yeah, dude, week one was probably the best prep I've put in a very long time. I thought about every single lead, every single like possible outcome. I will say I did get lucky on a few things. Dusknoir living on one is insane. That saved me. And then game two, the misplay with the Volt switch into Arcanine in the back when I had Melodic competitive. That definitely sealed the game for game two. Week two versus Wakeman, I thought I had a really good plan. Like a really good plan. I prepped it, tested it, all this, EV'd everything to just take hits and crack back like no tomorrow. But two things came into play. He had Scarf Noivern, and I had Sand Force Gigalith instead of Sandstream. So, it is what it is. We shake those off. We move on to the next week. I got Rhett next week, so...
That's going to be a good
you know, dude, my schedule it's kind of cracked. I've got Rhett this week, and then week 4 I got Trunks. It's like, no, the prep is real this time around. So
yeah, Trunks is a pretty solid player too. I met him over in the Ruby Isles Discord originally.
Mm-hmm.
He took part in one of our tournaments, and we didn't know him when he started playing. And then all of a sudden, I was like, "Dang, this guy's pretty good." He started winning his matches.
I mean, you got to be pretty good when you're from the future, right?
Fair. You know.
Shout out to my boy Trunks.
We've made that point before. I don't know why I keep forgetting it. You know, he got the perfect draft team because he got to draft it from the future. He knew what he was getting.
It's your boy, Young Vegeta.
It's your boy, Young Vegeta.
Hey.
So, speaking of your schedule, I gotta ask, who is the player or coach or even team in general that you are the most worried about playing?
Man. Now we're getting to the hard-hitting stuff. Honestly, I'll throw out a couple. Number one is Rhett. I've played Rhett a few times in my lifetime. I've never beat him. Ever. Really? Yeah, I have a vendetta against Rhett. and I'm coming to collect this week, hopefully. But it's just Rhett's insane plays and predictions and how he pivots and all this. It just terrifies you deep down if you're a long-standing VBA guy. You've seen him play Season 1, Season 2, where he just out-predicts you, and it's that karate and all that, the mental, oh, I know what you're going to do well before you're going to do it. I'll go to click protect, and he'll be like, yeah, no, I thought of that 3 turns ago. I fainted. And it's like, all right.
Yeah, I mean, every time I play Rhett 2, it's the same exact thing. I feel like I'm playing checkers and he's playing chess.
Oh, dog, he's playing 3D chess while I'm eating a crayon. Jesus. But the other one is Raz, strictly because I know Raz's team inside and out because we draft prepped together before anybody even knew I was a part of this.
Mm-hmm.
And him and I have exchanged the wonky texts that we're both saving for when we really need to pull them out. Like, I've got some gross stuff incoming, but it has to be the right week, and I know Raz does too. And I know when we get to that week, we're not going to prep for ideal situations. We're going to prep to out-meme each other. And I think Raz has a little bit more of the spice than I do. So...
Well,
but yeah, no, I'm excited to play every coach in Johto, and hopefully I give y'all good matches. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, I can see. I think that a lot of our returning coaches and a lot of our like old school players are kind of like in a rut early on. Like, I've noticed, like, a lot of us have been losing more games than we normally do at the start. Even for me, like, I mean, I wasn't a season 0, but I was a season 1 and 2, and both seasons I did really well my first couple weeks, and then I like did really bad for a couple weeks, and then I was like fighting for the top 8 slot. Week 1, season 1, I couldn't do it. I lost the game and it bumped me down like 3 slots, and then season 2, it was like tiebreakers that put me into 8th, like barely, and then I lost my week 1 of playoffs.
I feel that. See, I broke my VBA curse this season because in both season 1 and 2, I started off with clean losses. Like, I got excited, you know. I was like, oh, I'm going to start the season off right. No. I got rolled by you season 1. I got rolled by Raz season 2. But season 3, boy, we started off strong. We out here for that.
Did I roll you? Did I roll you?
I mean, you beat me 2-1. You made me respect you. I was here for it. I thought I had you with the Cottony. Not to bring that back up, but
I was so mad. I remember that. I was so mad. I was like, this motherfucker.
Well, I had to come into the league because my boy Bubble Hulk, he's a good friend of mine in real life, you know. We've been playing Magic the Gathering and all this, and he told me about this league that he was in for drafts. I was like, I've seen drafts on YouTube, you know, like, it looks so cool. Can you get me in? He's like, yeah, no problem, whatever. I get set up. And he starts messaging me. He goes, hey, man, you can't let me down, though. I was like, all right. And that's just when I decided to be the spice, and that's it.
Is Bubble like the drafter of the draft league? Because, like, so what happened? So I used to play Magic with Bubble way back in the day. Like by Rexy, like when poison counters were a thing, like when they started.
Yeah.
And so, but he became closer with my buddy Popo. So he reached out to Popo because Popo kind of got him into VGC, or at least competitive Pokemon, because I think we were playing singles at first.
Okay.
But so Bubble reached out to Popo, then Popo was like, yo, Leaf, Draft League? And I was like, Draft League? And we both joined, and I ended up liking draft format. Popo's not a big fan of it, which is why we don't see Popo in season 3. The only reason he did season 2 is because he wanted to let his stream draft his team for him.
Yeah, that was wild.
But yeah, Bubble, I think Bubble's like, yeah, I'll get everybody to join.
Bubble's that VBA middleman from Massachusetts that just goes around collecting heads. It's like, hey, you play Pokemon?
It's got like the trench coat with the jacket. Go on, Draft League. Draft League?
He's got tier 1s, tier 0s, bands. He's like, which one you want? 100 points, you got it.
Yep, sounds like Bubble.
Yeah, it's the boy.
So, let's see. Out of all the other, so you've only played in like a couple different draft leagues. But even with the few that we were in the VBA, we've played different formats. What is your favorite format that you've played in, and why?
Dude, right now the current season 3 VBA format's just so much fun. I hate Dynamax. Anybody that knows me that's a good buddy knows that I hate having to calc for max Steel Spike, max Rockfall, all that crap. It makes the game no fun. It's just, okay, I'm going to pick the strongest Pokemon, Glastrier. I'm going to max it, and then I'm just going to go burr. It's like, that takes no skill. And I hate it. So having a format where it's old school doubles, you know, the no legendaries is nice too, because Glastrier. But it's so cool actually having to, you know, worry when you're drafting, be like, okay, I need fake out users, maybe I need a psychic terrain user, I need feint, I need good speed tiers, I need this, I need that. Whereas in a max format, it's like, oh, my speed tiers aren't that great. I'll just max a Pokemon and max Airstream. That works, you know? It just, to me, in draft, maxing helps bad drafters become better. And that's not a shot at anybody. That's not me being like, oh, you're a bad drafter, you're bad at the game. It's like, no. Say I got my season 1 team where all my speed tiers were right in the middle, right between 90 and like 70. My speed tiers were really wonky, and it was hard to deal with people on the top end and the low end. So for the top end, it was just, oh, max Noivern and max Airstream, which a lot of you guys from Season 1 remember, me maxing Noivern and just spamming the Life Orb Airstream, outspeeding things and just being like, okay. And that's a shot at myself, too. Like, that was just bad drafting on my behalf. I didn't pick up the best modes, and I punished myself for it long term. We fixed it. We got there. But I just love non-max doubles. I think it's the best thing in the world. It takes skill. It takes predicting. It takes a lot of good pivoting from point to point. It's just fun.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm going to agree with you. I think this is definitely the best format. It's like my favorite type of format. I don't like using legendaries. I don't even like using legendaries at the base level like Landorus. Like, it's not even about like, for me, it's not even like Cali Ice. Like, it's like every legendary I hate using.
Yeah. But
sometimes you got to do it. And I mean, there are some players that are good enough that like they don't build with legendaries. Like we were talking to Lucian last time, and he was saying that he builds for ladder with no legendaries. He catches them, he boxes them, doesn't put them on their team. I'm not that good. If I'm in a format where there are legendaries, I have to pick one. But yeah. I definitely agree with you that the Dynamax format is a lot more forgiving for play mistakes, and for picking up mons that normally wouldn't be able to be used because they would just die too quickly in a non-max format.
Yeah, you come down to a 3v1, you have a full health Pokemon, your opponent's already maxed, and you just go, okay, now I max? And you could actually theoretically pull that game back a hell of a lot easier than you could just a regular 3-1.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not fun to me, you know? I mean, I understand some people prefer it, some people like max. That's cool. I'm not trashing on you. I'm just saying personally.
For sure. I think the people that, so I don't hate the max format. It's just my least favorite. I think for me, it goes what we're in right now, and then
yep.
I don't like megas, but I think megas are still like a little above Dynamax, because I still think because my team that I ran hands with was like obviously the Paris song with the Max Gengar. That team was my team, or the Mega Gengar. That was my team. You know, I'm always bringing the Paris. I always gotta have it.
Hey man, I'm here for it. I respect it. I was honestly thinking, because I was debating between Primarina and Melodic for my team, and I was like, dog, do I shout out to my boy Leaf and run some Parish Traps shenanigans? Because I can theoretically pull it off all day with my team. and then I decided on melodic, and I'm kind of sad that I did, but I'll get there soon.
Well, Krabby picked up the Prima, and Krabby's doing my girl injustice with this last week.
Krabby's my boy, though. You know,
Yeah.
since day one, season one, that's my boy. That kid has improved so much.
Bro, I know. Like we so have you watched his week 2 yet?
No, I haven't been oh no, wait, yeah, no, I did watch the week 2. Yeah.
So week 1, he played so well. And then week 2, like we were like, dang, this is a whole new breed of Krabby. Like I even said it in the Sports Center update. I was like, we don't see Krabby play like this. Krabby's gonna be here to stay this season. He's making playoffs if he keeps this up. And then week 2, we're like, Krabby, what happened?
Hey man, you know, it comes and goes. It's the same thing with me. Week 1, I put out a really good showing. At least I like to think I did. You know, I made pivots when I needed to. Finally, you guys got to see behind the mind of Rollo when I was talking on the stream through Discord and all that. And then week 2, I just got my shit folded up and tossed out the window. I think I got like 6 or 7 0'd. You know, it is what it is. That's just how it works sometimes, you know, especially with all these new people and the new format and all that. Predicting people's play styles and what they're actually going to go for gets rough.
Yeah, it's definitely wicked hard, and that goes hand in hand with what we were talking about before. With this format, it's just harder. It's already harder.
Yep.
Then there are new people in the mix. Yeah, I got humbled week 1 against Dan. I think Dan's an incredible player, but I went into it like maybe overly confident. And then I don't know, but usually in that situation, if I get 7-0'd, I get tilted. I like put do not disturb on Discord. I'm like, damn, I gotta like, I don't know, think like go do some self-care or something. But actually what it did was it actually kind of motivated me to care a little more. And like, I mean, I unfortunately couldn't prep to what I wanted to against Curry. Because I got really drunk with coworkers after work, so I did like 35 minutes of drunk prep, and I was like, this seemed good.
Hey, we out here with it though. We out here with it.
We do. I mean, I played a lot better. I played a lot better.
I feel like that should be a thing for the VBA. Is the finals have to be played just absolutely hammered.
So you spend a lot of time in the VBA. What's your favorite part of not necessarily the format, but the VBA itself? Is it the community, the competition? Like, what's your favorite part about the VBA?
Man, I tell you what's kept me around longer than anything else is it's the community. I mean, I've made good buddies that live in different parts of the country, different parts of the world. And I can reach out to those guys via Discord and be like, hey, man, like, how you doing? You know, I've never met you face to face, but it's like me, Krabby, and Raz, you know? Friggin' 3 amigos, y'all ain't gonna separate us, even though Krabby's hating on the cool names that me and Raz come up with in the Discord, but whatever. But it's like, no, everybody from top to bottom, from season 1 to season 2, and now up to season 3, like, we just have a good group of people. You know, there's never any problems, and even if there is a problem, the admin team, Rhett, all of them, they nip it in the bud so fast. They put out the announcements, they communicate with us, they make everything crystal clear. Everybody's just got that healthy competitive nature in them to where we'll talk shit to one another, but at the end of the day, it's respectful shit. It's not just like, oh, you know, I'm gonna bury you. And then you're going to want to quit draft, and then you're never going to come back, and then we're going to make fun of you in the Discord for the next 6 months. It's like, no.
Yeah, it's never in like it's never in like an attacking way. It's always in a playful way.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, the VBA's the homies, you know? There's no other way to put it. I got all my good buds here, even the people that I don't talk with every day. I'll reach out to them, or I'll hope they reach out to me, you know, just shoot the shit. It's just nice. It's a good community. It's been built for a couple seasons now, and through, man, I don't have a single complaint about the VBA for the time that I've been here for 3 seasons.
Shout out
like,
to
I think
admin
it's
team.
just
Shout out to the admin team.
Absolutely, shout out to the admin team. Y'all kill it season after season. You have us sitting here in the off season, shaking in our chairs, waiting for Theo to drop that VBA season trailer. Just like, hey, come on.
Where's it at, Bobby?
We're the homies.
And
But yeah, no,
y'all
man.
get any of those,
I love it.
any of those trailers? I'm getting
Hey, $5. Come on, Theo. Come on.
Yeah.
Hey, Rhett, move the draft up. Come on.
I mean, I totally agree. Like, in no world would I randomly post on a forum or a public group page saying, hey, me and my girlfriend stranded at airport. Anyone want to slide through? But I did it in general in the VBA. I was like, hey, any of my mass boys, like, free? And then you show. I've never met you. You showed up. Like,
even though we live like fucking 15 minutes away from each other, which is really weird. I didn't know you were so close. I figured you were like out in Worcester or something. When I dropped you off, I was like, dog, bro,
we down the street.
I live the next town over. What's up?
Yeah, and we're still trying to get you out. Like, still trying to get you out.
Here we go. I'll make you a deal right now.
Yeah.
If we meet up in playoffs, we will do our playoff match IRL.
In person. Oh,
hell yeah.
That's some motivation right there, and that's for everybody to hear. If we get matched up in playoffs, we do it IRL. I'm in.
We out here.
I'm in on that. I'm in on that for sure.
Bet. Too easy, man. You can smoke me in real life, and then we could just hang out.
I don't know, with this team, I'm not. I'm telling you right now. This is the first time I didn't build my hard Paris Trap team, and it's hitting me.
Hey, man, you got trades, bro. You got trades?
Yeah,
you got time?
I got my plan. I got my plan. So the only concern I have with an IRL battle is you are the most busy person I've ever met. So that kind of segues us. What do you do for work that keeps you for 12 hours a day almost every day of the week?
Yeah, man. So luckily enough, my schedule just changed. I was having Sunday, Mondays off. Now I got Friday, Saturdays off. So Massachusetts people probably have heard the term Job Corps before. So I work hand in hand with the Job Corps kids, making sure they're doing their thing, you know. It's a state job where I'm working out of the center, just kind of corralling all the people around, just trying to keep the center running. It's kind of hard to describe, but virtually I sit at the center for 9, 10, 12, 16, too many hours. I just make sure the damn thing from top to bottom, students and admin, are just running the way they're supposed to.
Yeah, my mom used to work for Job Corps over at Devon's.
Yeah, I'm over at the one in Grafton.
Nice. Yeah, I think she was one of the like the social workers. So with working 9,000 hours a week, how do you find balance between work, spending time with your family, and prepping for your battles, especially in a league now where you have to spend so much time prepping?
See, it's been somewhat of a difficult adjustment, but I took a step back when I did decide to come back for season 3 and go, you know what, I can manage. These are my boys. You know, I love Pokemon. I love playing. I love working. I love hanging out with my kid. So what it generally comes down to is I'll go to work, and in my downtime at work or at my break, I'll sit back, look at the match, you know, figure out the general ideas in my head, and I'll message out to people. Shout out to Dan, Krabby, Raz, M-Boss too. Like, there are a few people that I'll reach out to and be like, hey, you know, this is what I'm thinking. Could you possibly help me? Maybe think about it more. Reach out to those guys for testing. And then the days that I get to just sit at home, hang out with my kid, me and him will talk about it. And he's picked a couple of the Pokemon I've brought week by week. And little Rollo's got the spice. The kid knows. He knows how to bring a Pokemon.
When's little Rollo joining the VBA?
Hey, let me find out. Hey, little Rollo, come here, bud. Come here. Come here real quick. I'm going to steal you for a minute. Hey, when are you joining the VBA? Short, sweet, to the point. You want to join season 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to run the Rollos?
Yeah, I want to pick Wednesday and I want to do the task.
I love it. Go back to plan.
You
got it, baby.
You heard it here, S4.
Season 4, the Rollos are coming.
S4, I'm into it. Well, it's good because at the end of the day, we all know family's more important. We all know work, as sucky as it is more important. You got to keep the roof over the family's head, and then but at the end of the day, mental health is also very important. And I feel like Pokemon is a good way to kind of like as stressful as it can get. It's like like relieving kind of stress,
Yeah, no, for me, it's just that little escape from reality where I can go, all right, like this week against Rhett. Rhett's a good buddy of mine. I've bullshitted with him night in, night out. And it's one of those matches where I look at and I'm like, dude, I'm going to have so much fun. Even if he 8-0s me and just disrespects me in front of the entire VBA, I'm going to turn around and be like, dude, Rhett, you're my boy. That was kind of fun. Like, what are we playing again? It's so nice to be able to have a community where we can all just hang out, we can talk something we all enjoy, and we just do it week in, week out. It's not like some other draft leagues where people lose interest halfway through the season and then people drop, and then you've got the admin team going like, hey, where are the matches, where are the pastes, all this kind of crap. The VBA is just tried and true, through and through every season. We get them in, we get it done, we get them out. Next season, please.
Yeah, and I like that, like, no matter how poorly you play, because we all have our seasons. Like, I think this is my season that I'm just kind of gonna be scraping the barrel.
Season 2, I got molly popped.
Yeah, and no matter how much that happens, like at the end of the day, like we're all still boys. Like like it's not like, haha, I placed top 4 this season, you didn't, you suck at Pokemon. It's, hey, this is what I think you could do to kind of improve, and it kind of builds that incremental progress that we all love.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's been the fact for me. Season 1, I came in, I was an inexperienced drafter. Some of the guys reached out to me right off the bat, like barely after introduction. I had dudes like Ruby that reached out and were like, hey man, if you ever need prep help or if you have any questions, please feel free to message me. And it's just like, dude, I'm from Massachusetts, where if I cross the street at the wrong time, somebody's going to yell at me. I'm not used to people reaching out and being nice. The hell?
Yep.
And it's crazy,
Yeah, it really is. So you have Pokemon, but you also have a lot of really time-consuming hobbies. You have Magic the Gathering. You have hunting, which I did not know about you.
Hey, you can't tell by the hat?
Well, I mean, I can see the hat, but... And being best friends with Krabby and Raz, which I think might be the most time-consuming activity you have on the hobby list. Where do you find time for all... Yo, you guys need to get Raz on that, because you do it, Krabby does it. We need to get Raz on it.
First and foremost, homies loving homies. Shout out to Raz and Krabby. Those are my boys. But, no, yeah, man, as you get older and as you slowly start to figure out life, that's not me saying I figured out shit, by the way. I'm just kind of cruising. But learning to balance things throughout life, whether it be work, enjoyment, family, all that, you just got to take a step back and take that breath and figure out how much time you can dedicate to yourself, And yeah, it sounds sappy and all that from the dude in the camo hat that probably should be talking about shooting a deer in the head, but that's neither here nor there. I take my time when I can. I get to hang out with my kid on Sundays. I got every morning with him before he goes to school. I got Fridays after he gets home from school. I got Saturday all day. I got Sunday like this all morning before I go to work. Friends, I get him to bed. I get him all set. Grandparents are around, so I can just be like, hey, you know what? I'm going to head over to my buddy's house. We're going to shuffle up a couple games of Magic. Hunting I haven't been able to do in some years because this state doesn't like hunters, but when I lived down south in Georgia and Alabama, I had to do a lot of hunting, boar, deer, and all that. I loved it, I got to do it with the guys that I served with in the Army. I got to do it with neighbors, buddies, ex-family members, it's just, you got to find those things in life that are just truly enjoyable to you. You got to take the time to go do them, and you just got to make the time. That's the biggest thing, is Yeah, you can sit back and say, "Oh, I'm busy," and "Oh, I can't do this, I can't do that." But when you realize that if you sacrifice maybe an hour of sleep, you'll actually get to go out and do something you really enjoy, all that, and it just puts you in a better mood all over. I realized once I was able to take a step back and figure out how to balance things properly time-wise, that I was just a happier person overall. And that was one of the things that was gonna keep me from going season 3 of the VBA, because I couldn't balance anything, dude. I was working my tail off. I was trying to spend time with my kid. I had people messaging me like, "Hey, when are we hanging out?" It was just, it all became too much. But your boy got to figure it out, and we here.
Your boy got it figured out, and we here. And you know what? Glad I'm talking to you today, because like this past couple of weeks, I think I need a little bit of that advice. So I'm glad to hear it. And I don't think it's too sappy. I don't think there's any such thing as too sappy. And I like that a lot more than, hey, sometimes you just gotta shoot a deer in the head, bro. You know?
I mean, you're
also,
not wrong.
but
You gotta do it. You gotta do it.
but
You gotta get food.
I think that's good advice for a lot of people. I think it's great advice for especially the newcomers to the league who, you know, they've never experienced this amount of like prep that they've had to do on a weekly basis. You know, I came into this draft league completely against using gen services for Pokemon. And I'm like, bro, I can't breed a whole team every single week. Like, what? So, like, you know.
Let me tell you this real quick. Season 1, I thought I was cheating by genning, because the very first week I bred the team, and then I was like, bro, fuck this. Ew. I went straight to genning, and Krabby even messaged me. He goes, "Hey, bro, how do you get your Pokemon?" I'm like, yo, on the low, I gen them. He goes, "Can you do that?" I was like, dude, I honestly don't know. Please don't tell.
You're like on the low, and everyone's like, "Yeah, yo, we have like 9 bots we can send you right now."
Yep. Once I saw that, like halfway towards the end of season 1, I just called Krabby. I was like, bro, you know how stupid I feel right now?
I was like, damn, bro. Even Popo bred the team every week, his teams, until now, like until like this past week. Hawk has bred his entire teams. You know, I gotta give it to people. Jesus Christ, you know.
Could never be me, dog. You know how hard it is to breed a Cottony and then try to get said Cottony good to go with 0 attacking moves? It's not enjoyable.
Yeah,
it's
because then
really
you gotta do all
enjoyable.
the mints and then all the candies, and it's just so expensive in game. That's even more time you gotta put in.
So it's just like, yeah, no. Hey, just put an assault vest on it, shut up and give it to me. But the bots did me dirty this week. I checked my paste and it had Sandstream, and the one that I submitted had Sandstream. Shout out to Grumpigs, y'all suck.
Oh yeah, I jumped from Grumpigs forever ago. The Grumpigs Jennings Grotto. Yo, if you ever need more, I got you. But
I've got a list of like 12 of them on my Discord setting up right now. Dog, I was so pissed because I pivoted game 1. I double protect Purloin and Dracozolt, I believe, was the play. And then turn 2 was like, okay, I see Noivern going for Draco. No big deal. I hard switch Purloin into Gigalith, and I'm like, oh, Dracozolt's coming, boy. And then Noivern hits with the Draco Meteor, kills, and I'm just like, oh, dude, it's Scarf. It's Scarf. Oh, I know that. And then I go, wait, where's the sand? And I got pissed. I think Rhett and Ruby and the coach of the Dutch Drapions, pardon me for not knowing your name there, bud. But I think they were the only ones in. And I instantly went from, all right, dude, we can adjust game 2 to, nah, fuck this. Nah, I'm done. Like, just throw the game, hurry up, Wakeman, kill my stuff. I'm moving on to next week. I don't care. I was so mad.
Yeah, I've definitely been in that mindset before.
Mm-hmm.
And it's never fun. But what is fun is coming back from that mindset and 2-0ing somebody the next week.
Oh, I ain't 2-0 in Rhett, but I'm taking the win. This is for you, Rhett.
When do you guys play? You guys schedule yet?
Yeah, we're scheduled for Friday at noon EST.
All right, so this is before your match, so that's a you know, that's to you, Rhett. Ooh,
We coming.
Right. We coming.
We coming. We coming.
You doing the
Don't beat me up. Don't beat me up, Rhett, please.
You doing the live stream in the Discord again?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's been fun. You know, it looks like crap. I'm sorry, guys. I got an old Android phone. This thing.
No,
Garbage.
we don't care. We just want to see matches, bro.
Hey, man. You know, I've been jealous of you guys for 2 seasons, getting to do content and all that. So it's like, you know, I'll shoot the shit. I'll talk a little while I play the match. It's actually helped me play better. Yeah. Week 1, week 2 doesn't count. I mean, it's been fun, honestly. It helps me talk out things. Usually I just sit there in silence and I'm like, okay, protect, okay. But when I'm streaming and I got people that are watching, I feel like I'm obligated to talk out things, and that just, it helps so much.
Yeah, I think it's definitely slowed down my playing a lot, which sometimes it's bad. You've seen me lose my shit to timer.
Hey.
But I think it definitely makes me have like more well thought out plays. I agree with you there.
Yeah.
Now, it's almost 11. I know you're on a timer. So I just have one final question. I don't know if you've watched fully the last 2 interviews, but I have one question that I'm asking everybody at the end. And that question is, what is the last gift that you've given to somebody?
Oh, the last gift that I've given to somebody, I know for a fact it was my kid, because he's the only person I give stuff. Let me ask. Hey, little man, come here. Hurry up. You're on time now. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. What is the last gift that I gave you? Do you remember? It was Pokemon Pearl, wasn't it? Thanks for helping me remember, bud. Go ahead. It was Shining Pearl for my kid. And I think it was because it was coming out around my birthday. So I got it as a birthday present to him for myself. Because it's just so cool growing up and playing Pokemon and all this. And then you finally have a kid and you're like, I'm going to make him a Pokemon player. And now he's actively a Pokemon player. He loves it. He's been playing through. He picked Turtwig, so I'm automatically proud of the kid. Like, he's with it. And, you know, it's just one of those things in life where it's just like, dude, yeah, no. Hold on, bud.
Well, I always love asking because, you know, I'm, you know, one of my love languages, I'm a giver too. I like to give people things, which I think also sometimes ties into, services, but yeah, so I always like asking people because, like, right there you just got so excited about a gift you got somebody, and I think any sort of happiness that anyone can offer to somebody, I think, is very beneficial. I think it helps create a much more fun world to be in, especially when there's been a lot of dark this past couple of years. So
absolutely, man. Hey,
I do
real quick before we wrap up, do you think we can win playoffs this season?
Yeah, and I want to tell your friends something.
You gotta make it real quick.
Well, I want you to tell your friends that I'm at the second gym league.
Ah, okay, I got you. All right, go play. He wants everybody to know that he's hanging out with the second gym leader in Pearl right now.
What? No way.
Yeah. Good job, buddy.
Well, Rollo, I'd like to thank you for your time. Thank you could hang with us for the last almost hour. And
hey, absolutely, bro.
I wish you luck on your future games and have fun for the rest of the season.
Hey, man, same goes to you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your Sunday for this interview. This has been a blast, honestly. I've had so much fun just shooting the shit and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to the VBA. I mean... But, no, yeah, absolutely. Good luck. Have fun to everybody this season. If you're in Johto, you can get the hands. If you're in Kanto, you're bitch made, you know. No big deal. But I love all of y'all, and I'm excited to see more matches.
Alrighty, well, you heard it here. Here's Rollo, coach of the Westside Weezings, and we'll see you next time. Alrighty, peace out.